So I just did a oracle card reading, just a little mini one on Instagram, and this card came up. She reminds me of the Queen of Pentacles. It's all about stepping into your power and becoming more in the spotlight. She is on this card holding a cup, so she could also be the Queen of Cups, and she's got the Zephyr as well. I think, is that a Zephyr? So I thought I'd do a reading on what is drawing you in to step into your power, whether that's love, as she's holding the cup there, or whether it's another situation, could be career. But let's take a deeper dive and have a look and see. So the first card there is the Five of Cups, all in reverse. So you have had your time of being overlooked. There's two cups in this upright, meaning that you spent some time being disappointed, and now you are in the frame of mind that that is no longer good enough. You're coming out of that disappointed energy. Two of Cups. So this is about a relationship, a deep relationship where you feel that you share soul ties, where you feel that connection. You may have been overlooked. You may be afraid that you're not good enough, or things can just be starting to move forward on this. Yeah, I see one of them is smoking. Can you see this little cup steaming away? So one of you is actually a little more interested than the other. And I think perhaps you are feeling that after the disappointment, you're not as interested. Knight of Wands in reverse. Yes, I think you're stepping back a little bit to look. You're not taking an action. You want to know who is actually on your side. You want to know who is on your side. You are tired of wishy-washy behaviour. You're looking for more commitment. All hot air, and you want to weed out anybody that is not in your life for a good reason. This is sounding like your situation. You can always connect with me for a full reading. Nine of Swords. Yep, you're overcoming a little bit of time where you've been having nightmares about it. So sometimes when you go through a difficult situation, we think about it, it's on our minds all the time, we're disturbed, we can't sleep, we're trying to move forward, and you are moving out of that. You're pausing in this action, and maybe because the other person has been a bit sort of in and out in your life. And even though you thought you had a deep connection, you're now starting to sort of filter things and wonder, what is exactly going on here? Because you're fed up with being in the state of disappointment. You want to move towards your own castle, your own future, and you're tired of being in limbo and somebody else keeping you there. Ace of Wands. So this steam could be, or no smoke without fire. So if there's rumours, you could be hearing a little bit more clarity about it. But the Ace of Wands is passionate new beginning. Something that you're inspired about. I'm just going to go and put my dog away. Sorry about that. So this Ace of Wands is a promise of a new beginning. Note the crown there really ties in with this Queen rising. So you are starting to be recognised, just starting to be inspired, or to inspire people, and people are definitely finding you attractive. So if this is in relation to somebody that you have been disappointed over, something has changed. They're starting to see these smoke signals, and that's given me actually Two of Cups. That is giving me a kind of twin flame vibe, because you might be getting smoke signals, you might be dreaming of them, you might be hearing their words, you might be just picking up that intuition, picking up what they're thinking, and so they might be coming out of inaction and moving into action because they sense that you're moving away. And you're doing this not out of manipulation, but out of self-preservation, because you no longer want to be in the Nine of Swords energy. You're trying to move away from that. Queen of Pentacles. Now, if you remember, on the mini pull, I pulled this Queen, again, Queen Rising, and I read her as the Queen of Pentacles. Although she probably is the Queen of Cups in that, because she's holding a cup. And here is the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So your current state is that you are feeling less independent, like impatient, I feel, looking at that. You haven't got the time for this. So, and that is what is giving this energy in it. Not, you're not meaning to get this energy, but you stepping back a little bit is causing some interest from this person, or it's causing the interest of someone new. We can have a look at that. The Empress in reverse. Yep. I feel like you're just not nurturing. You're not nurturing the situation anymore. You are feeling confident in your own grounding, but this situation you're wanting to leave behind. You are not interested in anyone that doesn't put any effort towards you at all. And who can blame you? It could be that you don't see someone. You don't see them as your as someone to build a family with, and that could be very important to you. That you're not seeing them as part of your family. Balance, yep. You are centering yourself after this time of stress. You're looking at things and places to see where you're balanced. You are grounding yourself. You're seeing where you can move forward, what you can work with, are the character traits of this person you can work with. So if you are getting signs that they might be becoming a little bit more interested, do they make you feel balanced? I think that's a very important question. Do you feel balanced around this person? Page of Cups. Now, I mentioned earlier that you might not envisage yourself starting a family. Page of Cups is a child, or a childlike energy. It's a message about love. You could be surprised, especially if you've come away from this connection to center yourself and find balance. You could now be surprised that this person is going to come up to you and offer you an energy, a message of love. There's the Ace of Wands there, this new beginning, that because they're seeing this shine up, this glow up, this you stepping into your power. You're not taking any nonsense. They aren't recognizing it. It's really highlighting you to them. And that you are no longer staying in the frame of disappointment. The star, it was stuck on the bottom. The star there is about claiming, and you are going to be a star. You are looking, because you're in the spotlight. You are stepping up into your power and regaining a bit of your sovereignty. This sort of energy has been popping up in a few readings, and I love it when, even though we're doing separate readings, the same energy comes through. So you are hopeful. You're going to start feeling this hope. You're going to move forward to that. You're going to be, you might feel at the moment that you're just the same as everybody else, but to this person, you have got star quality, and that's really lovely. Oh, what does that say on there? Drink me. Yeah, drink me. So you are changing, you are growing, you are making a shine up. This could apply in all areas. You could also find that you are starting to evolve in your career, or you're starting to blossom with your money, because this could be changing your confidence, and that's why you might have felt you were outgrowing this person and you were ready to leave them behind, because you are, and they're feeling it. They're really, really feeling it. They're feeling this change within you. The Devil in reverse. Of course, you are leaving behind those fears, those obsessions, those feelings of being tied, which is really difficult. You're leaving. You don't want to feel ungrounded. You want to feel secure in your home. You don't want to feel like waste your time with people that aren't able to give what you can give. You can't envisage being in your future later. And this Two of Cups there is the soul tie. So it's somebody you felt you're really compatible with. But, you know, that, like I said, this smoke signals or this steam or hot air, you just think, really? Are they really what they're telling you? Are they really stepping up? Are they really? No, they haven't been. They absolutely haven't been. So you are now releasing yourself from that soul tie, because we don't have to stay connected to our soulmates. We can leave them and develop in another way. Sometimes that's what their purpose in a relationship was. Yeah, you are not, or you haven't been ready to leave the cycle, the world in reverse. It's really important that that one element is finally finished off, so that you can close the cycle. You can leave behind these negative thoughts. You can balance out your world and find balance in yourself, which I think you've done in every other area of your life. It's just this particular area that is sort of entrapping you. So let's have a quick look. Let's look at what your person, if this is an old person, let's have a look at how they're feeling. The person that you're walking away from. Oh, King of Pentacles. Yes. So this King of Pentacles is what you're seeking. So this person might upgrade. They might turn into the King of Pentacles and realize that they have to step up and make this dream, this vision. If they want to keep you, if they also feel that this is a soul tie, they're going to have to upgrade majorly, absolutely majorly, because they feel that you are grounded, that you're in the right energy, that you want to build a family. They are going to come forward with a message, because they're hoping that they do see that they're no longer this Knight of Wands, that you're not putting up with any nonsense, and they need to come in as the king. So can also be you stepping into your King of Pentacles energy. If you've been in the negative Queen of Pentacles, then the reversed Queen of Pentacles energy, because you might be like, no, because King of Pentacles stops being frazzled, stops being, you know, walked over. Page of Wands in reverse. That's another page, another child energy. Yeah. Their inspiration is blocked at the moment. So again, you might be getting those smoke signals, which tell 10 of Cups reversed. Yeah. Well, I feel like this person has got to do a major upgrade. And if they're not going to, you are ready to move the relationship in the right direction by ways of exit. Oh, yeah, Emperor reversed. So that's the energy for a person that you're connected with. They're desperately trying to control the situation, but you have sort of grown up. You've stepped into your own power, or you're about to if you're not, and you're really making up your mind. You're becoming a lot clearer. And that is causing this Emperor to feel like they're losing control. This is a shame, because I think this person really probably is your soul person, but they're just not really stepping forward in the right way. I wonder what issues they've got. It's obviously a general reading, so if you want something a little bit more specific, because this is specific. It's for somebody who feels like they're with someone, the right person, but the person is not doing what they need to do to move the relationship to the next level. 2 of Cups again. So I've actually just forgotten what question I asked. I wanted to see yeah, this is soul ties. It's incredibly difficult. Knight of Swords. They are going to be communicating with you if there's a block of communication, and if not, there's going to be an upfront conversation about what you mean to them, and both of you need to be very, very open about what it is you both need. 8 of Pentacles, about the work that needs to be put in. So that could be like plotting and life, talking openly about which way you want to move forward. If you need to make these, that came under the King of Pentacles actually, look. If you want to, you know, if you need to feel more financially grounded, this person might be withholding because they're not at the level where they feel that they can step into this firm commitment with you. And they might be expressing that they've got more work to do, either on themselves or physically, because the Pentacles is a physical work. So they could be expressing that this is really difficult for them, and that is why they've not been taking actions, because they're not in a financial secure place. And that does happen quite often with men. They don't want to take on more responsibilities if they feel a bit vulnerable financially. 2 of Pentacles, yeah, balancing, juggling. And we got that sense earlier because we got Temperance. So now we're getting a much clearer picture about what is going on for them. They are trying to balance and juggle their finances and working out what they need to do to put this in place. So we shall have a look at what you think about this, what your way forward might be, and then we'll look at what the possibilities are. Or Justice. So you're going to weigh up this, also about balance. This is really good because I feel like there's been an imbalance, probably because there's been someone withdrawing from you, and you have emotionally felt this, and perhaps that's caused you to lose sight of your own power and doubt the connection. You're both looking at finding balance. That you're going to find this person's blindfolded in the Justice card on this one, but there's still clarity. So it's intuition. You're going to know whether what this person is telling you, whether it's truthful. But you're probably going to want to see steps Seven of Swords. Yeah, a strategy. You want to see a way forward. You want to be sure that the person that's telling you this is telling the truth, that you feel comfortable with their version of why they're withdrawing, why you feel like you have to read the smoke signals, why you have to, you know, interpret whether that person is all talk. Six of Swords. But that's a victory. That's the Six of Swords upright. Oh, bless me. I dare again. My typical fault. I read it as Six of Swords as a victory. It's the Nine of Swords. Worrying. So, because I was drawn to that middle card there, like the clarity, like the Ace of Swords, I feel like that this overthinking about it, and you are look at that, they've joined up together. That's the Seven of Swords and the Nine of Swords. It's made a completion. So the worry and the strategy are going to bring something that's so odd. Like a magnet, isn't it? You're worrying that there's not a plan. Magician in reverse, manipulation. You're worried that, or maybe you want to manipulate the situation, but one of you is looking, you're just worried that they don't have it in them to pull it together. A Tower in reverse. You're trying to prevent a disaster. Sometimes we do have to just let things play out and see exactly what's being exposed. Queen of Wands. Yeah, more of this power energy. You don't need to worry about this. I think the more you step into what you want, the more this person's going to follow and see your worth, or they're going to fall away. I'm actually getting that they will see your worth. They are seeing it. Whether they're going to be good enough now is a whole different matter. Four of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, letting go of something, stopping being possessive, letting go of an outcome is what you need to do. And the Three of Swords is this feeling of heartbreak. So you might be withdrawing because of things going wrong, by you feeling that there's no effort being put in. But your person is having a bit of a panic and stepping up a little bit, and you're probably going to start getting some communication from them. We've got light activation. Shine your light at your internal guidance is coming through loud and clear, and it absolutely is in this reading. You are getting all the right signs. So if you're getting a sense that this person is actually working on themselves, then great. You might allow them a little more time, and we can look at that in another reading. Or you might go to still getting, no, what I'm hearing is, like we saw at the beginning of the reading, this hot air, this steam, somebody talking about what they're going to do, but they're not actually following through. And if they're not, it could be that because they haven't got hold of their finances and the resources, and they're feeling a little financially tied, and that is where they're getting stuck.